seated. Praise God. Praise God. Thank you, Pastor Jordan, for the, I like that. God bless you to this Pastor Jordan. Thank you for the warm introduction. Thank you for the invitation. What a joy it is to be here on this Sunday in July in this community, in this part of Mississippi, with a whole lot of family, some I knew and some I just met. It's been an exciting week for me, to all of these awesome family members, to every one of you, and to this church family, warm, just as I thought it would be today. Thank these men for doing an awesome job. Singing brothers. Meeting your pastor was a real joy, full of excitement, energy, enthusiasm, a great vision for this church and the future. And so it's great being with you. Now I should begin by saying I'm going to talk for a couple of more minutes. I've come to know that when people see you for the first time, they carry you through a little period my dad used to call smoking you over. That means they want to, look at you, see if you look like somebody they know, if you can do whatever they heard you could do. And so I want to give you a moment to do that. So once we get started, we all have our minds on the same thing. That's fair enough? Now I should also tell you that if you like short sermons, it's going to help you to borrow it, amen, from a neighbor. Go ahead, tell it, say it, shut up, sit down, bless the Lord, come on up. But now if you go to sleep, because I know there are some religious professionals and church veterans who figured out how to manipulate the ministry. So you start reading the Bible, looking down, tweeting, texting, Facebooking, and pretending to be asleep. Some really go. I'm trying to tell you that's not going to work on me. And so if you like quick sermons, like through the drive-thru, you're going to need a few amens. And if you wake up and I'm still at it, it's probably your fault. I'm telling you that right now. In some of our homes, one person can keep you up all night, especially on the weekend. So if anybody sleep on your robe, it's got to be your fault. Because if you weren't so quiet, they couldn't go to sleep. Yeah, amen goes right there. And so I am really just excited to discover everyone looks to know their roots. It's important that we do not forget our beginnings because they are so connected to who we are. And often, as Pastor Jordan and I spoke about in the office, families are so independent in a new age where generations are separated, and those who live under our roofs are usually just our families and not even our kids get a chance to interact and relate with enough family members. And so we tend to group and not spread that influence. I think it's critical to remember that those who came before us, we are not cultural orphans. We are not disconnected from our past. And we are not out of the ingredients for a successful future for those who will come after us. And so I just urge all of you to just keep it up. Now you can look at me and tell I've missed quite a few of the family reunions. But I don't plan to miss any more. How about that? And so I look forward to seeing every one of you and meeting some more of my Mississippi kin people. Now, I live in Chicago, but I'm not far from you in my heart. I always say, once you're from Maine, you're always from Maine. The main part of Mississippi, that's Now, if you got a Bible, let me get right to the word so you can practice your amens.
Yes, sir.
In the gospel, according to St. Mark, in the gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 10, Mark chapter 10, verse 46, 47. Then I'd finally like to be able to read verse 52. 46 and 47. In the NIV, the New International Version, says this: Then they came to Jericho, as Jesus and his disciples together with a large crowd were leaving the city. A blind man, Bartimaeus, which means son of Timaeus, was sitting by the roadside begging. Verse 51 and 2 says, "What do you want me to do for you?" Jesus asked him. The blind man said, "Rabbi, I want to see." 52 says, "Go," said Jesus, "your faith has healed you." Your faith has healed you. Let's talk a few minutes about what I have chosen to call in the past a few places faith versus facts. Faith versus facts. One of the critical and important places of faith investment is usually the church. I am discovering that while we sing songs filled with hope, inspiration, intended to inspire us toward greater and higher aspirations, that often what happens in church is rarely transferred to our daily lives. We engage in rituals, we engage in conversations, we engage in gestures that tend to suggest that we have relationships with God. But often after Sunday morning worship experience, we tend to live our weeks a little weakly. W-E-A-K-L-Y. We tend to not be able to find ways to implement the points of the sermon on Sunday into our walk on Monday. We engage in high-sounding religious platitudes, and we discuss a lot about our faith and our expectations after life is over. But I've come to suggest that one of the important cornerstone statements of Christ was the one that says, "I have come that you may have life, and that more abundantly." And so every hope that we have cannot be on the other side of our mortality. You've got to believe that God's got some good stuff for you before you die. You got to believe that he has you in his plan and in his will while you live. And for many of us, church is just what I call health insurance. You know, we don't come to church to become better, we come to be called better. There's so many people who end up in worship not because they're really worshiping people and really have respect for all that God is and his grandness and his greatness, but we're just here because we don't want to go to hell. And so I call it health insurance. We're hoping that our presence at church will just make certain that we don't get through those gates of hell. And church has got to be more than that for you. It's got to be a place where you receive the push, the momentum, where you receive the catalyst, the drive to be better and to know that it's possible beyond your own resources. That's why in church we love to say, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And while we know these verses, we recite them with great deals of energy and intensity, but after we get through saying it, we are unable, it seems, to live it. And that's problematic. I really come to believe that that's why there are so many people who've been in church a lifetime who are still silent saints. The chosen frozen. They've chosen to be silent, empty, unenergetic, lethargic, and just really pretty dismissive of the experience except the fellowship. And the fellowship is just a residual